My name is Nikitan Dubaria, and here we are discussing basic electrical engineering, and in which we are discussing chapter number 2, and that is AC circuit. Previously, we had completed single phase AC circuit. So, in today's video, we are going to discuss three phase AC circuit. And in today's video, we are going to discuss the generation of three phase voltage or three phase EMF. But before that, let's start with the contents of three-phase AC circuit. First of all, I am going to introduce you with what is three-phase circuit. Next, we will discuss two types of connection of three-phase circuit. First one will be the star connection, and next one will be the delta connection. So basically, in this two-way, we can form a three-phase circuit. So that will be discussed over here. And lastly, we will discuss the power measurement in three-phase circuit. So there are various methods to measure power in three-phase circuit, and those methods will be discussed over here. So these are the contents of three-phase AC circuit. And in today's video, I am going to introduce with three-phase circuit, as well as we will discuss the generation of three-phase AC voltage. So let's start with what is three phase and why we are using the three phase circuit. What are the advantages of three phase AC circuit? So here we are having various points regarding three phase AC circuit. First one is all electrical power is maybe generated or transmitted or maybe distributed in three phase form, and one phase or maybe two phase or maybe more than that phases can be taken by three phase circuit. So if there will be some application of single phase, maybe two phase or maybe other phase means multi phase. So that kind of phases can be derived by three phase circuit. Now next point, what is one of the another advantage of three phase AC circuit, and that is uniform power transmission and less vibration. Or less vibration means especially when we use power at various industries, maybe at household applications, and mostly we use rotating machines, motors, and we know when we use moving machine, the rotating machine, that will create vibration. But if you compare single phase machine with three phase machine, so in that case, this three phase machine will produce less vibration with compared to single phase machine, and by that it will provide more efficiency, high efficiency with compared to single phase machine. So that's why this is the advantage of three phase machine or three phase circuit with compared to single phase circuit. Now next one is the instantaneous power in three phase system of circuit can be constant, not pulsating. That means when we provide power by single phase, so we get pulsating power. It will repeatedly becomes zero after equal interval. And when we use three phase AC circuit and when we provide power, so instantaneous power will not be zero ever. So that is again one of the major advantage of this three phase system. Now next is the high power motor prefer a steady torque, especially one created by the rotating magnetic field. And as I mentioned, vibrations as well as in case of instantaneous power, vibration will be less in three phase system, as well as another point was over here. Instantaneous power in three phase circuit never becomes zero. So because of this, it's good to use three phase motor when we can use any rotating machine. So that at that point, if it's three phase machine, so it will be better. Now three phase system is more economical than single phase system. Means if you want to provide a particular amount of power, let's say if we are providing by single phase and if we are providing by three phase, and if we compare both system, efficiency of three phase system is going to be high with compared to single phase system. Or in other way, you can say that material or cost that is going to be used in three phase system with compared to single phase system, if we want to provide the same amount of power, then it is going to be less. So cost of three phase system is going to be less when we are going to provide same amount of power. And next is the amount of wire. As I mentioned in previous point, the amount of wire for a three-phase system is less than required for equivalent single-phase system. And normally we use a conductor or wires are made of copper or aluminum. So these are the various advantages of three-phase system, or you can say these are the various reasons why we prefer three-phase system. And after the advantage of three-phase system, now we will discuss how three-phase voltage will be generated. And we know that to generate any kind of voltage, single phase, three phase, or maybe DC, we need mainly three things. First one, that is magnetic field. Next one, that is conductor. And third one, relative motion between this two. So here we are having a diagram which is illustrating the basic structure of three-phase AC generator. Here we are having two magnets. One is having N pole and second is having S pole over here. And because of that, we are getting the magnetic field in this direction, which is shown by this arrows. And in that magnetic field, we are put three coils or three conductors. And if we just put those coils or conductor into the magnetic field, so magnetic flux will link with the conductor or coil, but it cannot generate magnetic field in steady state condition. But if we provide a motion, maybe to magnetic field or maybe to that coil or conductor, so it will create a relative motion, and because of that relative motion, EMF will be induced in the conductor. And what is the working principle behind this EMF generation? That is nothing but a Faraday's law. And that is conductor cuts the line of magnetic flux. A voltage is induced in the conductor. And when this voltage will be generated, we can find out its direction by Fleming's right hand rule. So these are the principle based on which this EMF will be generated, and based on this AC three-phase AC generator will be designed. So let's discuss the basic structure of three-phase AC generator. And as we discussed, for that mainly we need a magnetic field. That is our first requirement. And to produce that, we had arranged two magnets over here. So if we observe this basic structure over here, so we are having two magnets N and S pole, and in that N and S pole, in between this medium, between these two poles, we are getting the magnetic field, and in that magnetic field, we had arranged three coils. Now we want to generate three voltages as we are going to design three-phase system. But before we start the discussion of this theory, let me tell you what is three-phase system exactly. As we had discussed single-phase system, so there was a single circuit and there was a single voltage. And as we want single voltage, single EMF, that's why we had arranged a single coil, and in that single coil, we were getting the one voltage that was provided to one circuit. So that was a single phase system when we are getting a one voltage and that is provided to one circuit, basically simple one circuit. But when we design three-phase circuit, what is three-phase now? Let's understand this term. Or you can say what is multi-phase system, more than one. When we need to design multi-phase system, that means we need a more than one phase. And what is one phase over here? To design a one phase, we will needed a source and a circuit connected to that. Same way, if I want to design a second phase, so I would have a second voltage source and second circuit connected to that. So second complete another circuit. Same way, if I want to add third phase, so I will have third voltage source that will be connected with third circuit. So basically, if we want to design three-phase circuit, we will need three EMF, three voltage source, and that will be connected with three different circuits. So basically, three individual circuit defines three phases, and when we combine those three circuits in a one circuit. That will make the three-phase system or three-phase circuit. So three-phase system is nothing but a combination of three individual single-phase system. But we will discuss over here how to combine or how to connect three individual phases, three individual circuits over here. But before that, let's understand how to generate three voltage. What will be the requirement over here, Pujan? Or how what type of those voltage should be? For that, when we will generate three voltages for three phase system, in balanced condition, in normal condition, we will consider that they should have equal magnitude. So we will try to produce three voltages which will have equal magnitude, and phase difference between these three voltages should be equal phase difference. And that's why if we are having a total phase difference or total cycle of 360-degree, and if you put these three vectors on equal distance phase displacement, so we can consider 360 by 3 is equal to 120-degree. That's why when we will generate three voltages, we will generate three voltages at equal phase displacement of 120-degree. Means if first voltage will be at 0-degree, and second voltage will be at 120-degree, and third voltage will be at 240-degree. So basically here we will try to generate three voltages, and we will consider the condition in which these three voltages will have same magnitude and vectors of these three. If we find out the angle difference between these three vectors of these three voltages, that should be the equal difference of 120-degree. So this kind of voltage will be generated over here. So by considering these things, let's start the theory again. And as we want to produce a phase displacement of 120-degree, that's why we had arranged these three coils physically apart from each other by 120-degree. So here, this first coil, which is mentioned by this A1 and A2, that is a 0-degree means on x-axis, and this second coil B1 and B2, here with reference to this A1 point, this B1 is a 120-degree lagging behind, and same way this third coil C1 C2, which is again after the second coil, that is at 120-degree, means total 120 plus 120 240-degree. And now we will rotate these three coils simultaneously, and this theory was studied in single phase AC circuit. When we provide a magnetic field and when we rotate the coil in that magnetic field, we can produce a sinusoidal EMF. The same way, when this coil will be rotated in this magnetic field, that will produce a sinusoidal voltage in these three coils. But as these three coils are at 120-degree apart from each other, so three voltage will be generated at 120-degree apart from each other. So here we can observe by this waveform when these three coils are rotating in this magnetic field. So first voltage that is mentioned by this yellow color, it is starting from 0-degree, and the second waveform which is indicated by this pink color, which is starting at 120-degree lagging with reference to first one. And same way this third and green one is starting from 240-degree lagging. So this is how this three voltage will be generated, and same waveforms are presented over here. So basically, as I mentioned, as this first coil is starting its rotation from 0-degree, so that's why its positive cycle of this first one is starting from 0, and this second coil was at 120-degree after 120-degree with reference to first one, and that's why its voltage, second voltage, is starting from 120-degree with reference to first one, and third one is starting from 240-degree. But as the speed of all conductors are same, that means frequency or cycle of all three waveforms are going to be same. Now, if we find out the value of these three equations of those three voltages, and as first coil is starting from 0 angle and it generates the voltage, which was found out in case of single phase AC circuit, and that was mathematically given by this equation, and that was E naught, or you can also write down EM, maximum value, E naught sine omega t. And as second waveform is starting at a 120-degree lagging, so the second waveform is having same maximum value but phase angle of minus 120 degree, means 2 pi by 3. And third waveform is having same maximum value but it is starting after 240 degree. So here we are having angle 240, means 4 pi by 3. And as I mentioned, this E naught, the peak value or maximum value of induced voltage omega, that is the angular velocity of the coil at which speed it is rotating. So that is the speed of rotation of those coils, and T is time. And if we plot the vector diagram for these three voltages, so based on the value or maximum value of those three voltages, we can decide the length of these three vectors, and based on this phase angle, that was 0, 120 and minus 240 degree. So based on those phase angle, we can decide the direction. So here, the first one with red color, it is at 0 angle, so that's why we have plotted that on the direction of positive x-axis at 0 angle. And with compared to that, the second one in B coil, that is at minus 120 degree and lagging 120 degree. Lagging and minus means in clockwise direction. That's why it is in clockwise direction over here at a minus 110 degree. This second one in yellow color. And third vector at a minus 240. So total 240 is over here. So C coil, voltage of C coil is over here, which is in blue color. So this was the vector diagram for these three voltages. And if you separately plot the waveform of these three voltages, so as we discussed, first waveform will start from 0. So its positive cycle is starting from 0 degree as shown in this red color waveform. Second will start from 120 degrees. 120 degrees is over here. So this will positive cycle of this will start from over here. And if we extend over here, so its negative cycle will be plotted over here. Same way, third waveform that will start from at 240 degree lagging. So here at 240 degree, its positive cycle is starting at this point, and if you extend it on back side, so this will be the waveform of this third parameter, third voltage. Here we can also define one more term, and that is phase sequence. What is phase sequence basically? Phase sequence means in a sequence which phases or phase voltages are occurring. So here, if you observe these three waveforms over here, so here these three waveforms, the A is starting initially, after that B is starting, and after that C is starting. In another way, you can observe over here, if we observe the maximum peak value of all phases, so now which waveform is getting its peak value initially? So waveform A is getting its peak value before all other. Same way, after that, waveform of B is getting its peak value, and waveform C is getting its peak value after that. A sequence in which each waveform get or reach up to its maximum or peak value. That sequence is known as a phase sequence. So this was the generation of three-phase AC voltages. So in this video lecture, I have introduced you with three-phase system, and we had also discussed the generation of or how to generate three-phase AC voltage. Thank you for watching this video.